Coming to King, you best not miss.
What's going on? What's going on? Shout out to all of my day ones and my stay ones in this situation rocking out with us. You already know. All right, we got a little bit of delay going on. As you know, as you guys know, don't do that. We are sticking with a new show schedule. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, right? It makes it easier for us to get back on the path that we were on when the show was really pushing out the caliber of content that I was impressed with, overly impressed with. I want to get back to that, so we need time to adequately clip up all of the shows that we shoot, right? But listen, I want us to rock in on something today. Listen, I'm really impressed with this girl. I am really impressed with this girl. Oh, you know what? Let me what do I do? Let's get the varmints in here. Listen, I swear, TikTok is where all of the dysfunction comes from. I'm telling you, all of the I know what this is. Love Lace definitely in the building supporting the show before it gets started. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. No, don't do me like that. Okay, do that. There we go. Give me a second, people. I'm trying to get this together for you guys. Oh, I'm tripping. But yeah, listen. I'm really impressed with this girl. There's a girl that I'm really impressed with. She the way she moves and navigates through these waters that we are in, she's kind of a beast. You guys have seen me bring her stuff up on our panel before. You've seen me bring her stuff up. Okay, we're gonna do it like that. Then we're gonna rock out like this. We got action, people. I apologize for the delay. But listen, this thing starts and stops a certain way. What the hell is going on here? Let me plug this. No, I'm gonna. Yeah, we'll do that for right now. But listen, I apologize. I know I'm all over the place. But listen, I'm really impressed with this young lady. Like, she's a beast. She's very to the point. It makes one wonder. Listen. Let's talk about it if we're going to talk about it. I want to ask my people, all of this information, even girls like her, all of this, why isn't this stuff sinking in? It's good information. This show is about to turn into something else. Listen to me. How can such a large number of people not be able to comprehend this easy to get elementary information that we're pushing out? Listen, with these girls that are pushing the information out there, what is going on to where there's a large body of women who simply can't get it? But what about the men? What is up with them that's not up with the other women like Kanai and several other women who get it? And they come up here and they teach on this stuff. I want to turn you guys on to something. Like I said, I've been really impressed with her ever since I got turned on to her, because she stands firm on her business, right? Her name is the remnant princess. I want you to check this out. Check this out.
This useless man that you let bust inside you. Okay? It is no one's fault that you were stupid enough to live with a man that's not your husband. Man, who does that? Who is dumb enough to live with a man that is not this useless man that you let bust inside you? Okay? It is no one's fault that you were stupid enough to live with a man that's not your husband. Man, who does that? Who is dumb enough to live this useless man that you let bust inside you? Okay? It is no one's fault that you were stupid enough to live with a man that's not your husband. Man, who does that? Who is dumb enough to live with a man that is not your husband? Who is dumb enough to live with a man who's not their husband?
You understand what she's meaning when she says, who is dumb enough to live with a man and let, like, the move that you execute is not always the move that starts the cogwheel. Moving in with a man that you have no intentions on marrying, that's not the thing that made you hear the boom. It's after he gets to move in, the other things that come with it, or when you move in with him. Well, I think he moved in with her, but it's the things come with it. You know you guys are going to be fooling around. You know you guys are going to be fooling around. And then he gets to bust in you. And now you're crying, woe is me, when it wasn't a relationship in the first place. And then soon as people see you by yourself, they'll gang up with you, and you'll allow them to. You'll allow them to victimize you and make it seem like the guy is a dirt ball and a piece of crap. You'll go right along with it instead of saying, what about right then when it takes two, right? You wouldn't dare say, well, I mean, I let him move in and I wasn't really being responsible. You won't do that. You'll join right in on the chime of how dirt bag and douchebag men are. But you let him move in. You did the dirty deed with him.
You who was dumb to do that. And it was you who let this man clap your cheeks religiously to the point he was able to bust inside it. Like, be for real. You lived with this man and you're shocked he walked away when you popped out a baby?
She said you lived with this man and you're shocked he walked away when you popped out a baby. Where she's coming from, not at the deed, but at the beginning stages of what leads up to the deed. She's saying you shouldn't have let him move in. You're not married to this man. It's not even a relationship.
Be for real.
You said religiously.
What did you say? Go on. What do you guys want to say? And then I'm going to introduce Nana.
I agree with you. I think it's, irresponsible to, have a child with a man if you guys aren't married, because there's no security in that. And then he does have the option to just leave you and the child behind. I think that it's important that you don't just move in with a man because he asks you to, and really, get to vet him out before you make these life-changing decisions. Now she's upset because someone's calling her out for being a single mom. But I mean, you have to be smarter and move with more intention. And, I agree to your point to stop sleeping with men that you're not, committed to.
Listen, shout out to my bro, my stay one definitely in the building. Love, Lace. Brother said, good evening, everyone. At work, but still in the house. Love Lace is definitely in the building. Let's get it. Go.
And that aren't committed to you.
To disagree because we're forgetting there is single married mothers. There's women who are married.
Oh, please.
Right? And all they're single still. They have to fulfill. They're still a single parent. They're still doing everything on their own. So what does the marriage
Rose
really
Pink,
mean?
is that by law?
That's
Hold on, I have a question. Sorry, I have a question. Rose Pink. if you go to the court, are they going to see a married woman as a single mom or a married woman?
But it doesn't matter how it's been
hold
seen.
on,
It's about
by
what's
law,
happening.
wait, no, by law, answer the question. Answer the damn question. Answer the question. By law, are they going to see a married? Please, it's a simple.
This is what I'm telling you guys. This is what I'm asking you guys. Listen, I'm telling you, I really want you guys' input. So there has to be there's something going on with a large body of women, I guess let's just say in America, that is not taking place with a very, very, very small number of women who still have a traditional mindset. It's like, listen, you guys know me. I'll get to digging. I'll get to digging and doing research. I want to know why there's such a large body of women who buck against what we teach, who don't comprehend it. Why is that? Why is there a few women who hear us and understand us? It's almost like two different species. And I'm talking about even the most elementary of things. Those women who are on the other side, we can't get them to understand the most elementary things, like having multiple children by multiple different men. We can't get them to understand any of these concepts. So what's wrong with them? Why do other people get very elementary, basic teachings about this dating thing, about history and things like that, and these women can't pick it up no matter what? They can't pick it up. These are the women we go back and forth with. These are the women who make the most insane arguments. So what's wrong with them? What about this large mass body of women? It's got to be spiritual. I don't know.
Question. By law, are they going to see a married woman as a single mom or a married woman? Simple question. Please answer it. Rose Pink, can you please answer the question?
Rose Pink, you're on mute.
I'm just saying, can you ask?
I want you to listen to these responses. There is a mass number of women who can't move past this elementary level of thinking. Now check this out.
Question again.
Okay. By law, is a married woman a single mother or a married woman?
For me personally,
No,
it depends on
not
the
for
situation.
you. By law, not for you personally. We're talking about the law here. Does the law recognize?
Look how difficult this large body of women is. There is a large body of women who are extremely, extremely difficult, and you can't communicate with them. That's what I want to say. There is a large body of women who are alien to us. There's nothing that we can do to get them to yield. No matter what, they think the same, they speak the same, they dress the same.
As married women as single mothers or as married women?
They're not recognized as a single person.
There you go.
Right?
So
in the eye of the law.
Yes.
But what does that
Hold on. So in the eye of the law, Rose Pink, we have to be logical here.
The quality of the marriage.
Rose Pink, we are talking
Because you
about
can get
logic here.
married and still
That's
do
why you
everything by
females
yourself.
ruin relationships because you're all emotional. By law, like you said, in the eye of the law, a single mom,
Guys, just
in
trying to raise babies. You're
the
trying to raise
in the
babies.
eye of the law, in the eye of the law, hold on. You answered my question, okay?
This is
In the
ridiculous.
eye of the law, then Nana, you can click off,
Indeed.
okay? Go be a bop somewhere else. You requested. What are you doing here?
She don't play either.
Okay, don't you have a fiance? What are you doing here? So the reality is, Rose Pink, in the eye of
Wait,
the
is it me?
law, in the eye of the law, the married woman is not a single mother. So there's no such thing as a married single mother. Okay? It doesn't exist.
There is, darling.
It's a made up, it's a
Wait, were you talking to me?
it's a
I was
made
just
up
literally married by the way,
narrative that you females have
No, it's
created.
not.
It is. Because
And see, I'm going to agree with this. A lot of these things that's going on with women, it's illusions that they've created, alternate realities that they've created, because the alternate reality is more pleasant than the environment that they realistically live in. So they create alternate housing that they can go hide from reality in. I'm single. I haven't had a man or a woman and da 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 da. I'm not going to say a woman because men don't typically go delusional. We don't typically go delusional. We can't go delusional. We've never been given the luxury of going delusional. Things really happen to us. We really get consequences. We really get consequences behind the things that we do, and we get them rather rapidly. So we've never been afforded the luxury of acting like we could go delusional. I want to talk about that for a minute. This thing about saving these women, what society has done to women, it actually basically told them that there's a Santa Claus. That's what society did to women. It told them, oh, daddy's poor baby fell off her bike. It told you guys all of that stuff. I'll give you the sun, the moon, the rain, the stars, right? If I had her, if I had you, all of these love ballads. It turned women into premium princesses who don't have to behave like premium princesses, right? They want all of the treatment of daddy's precious little girl, but they want to act like bops at the same time, not knowing that being a bop gets you disqualified from the princess treatment, daddy's little girl. It disqualifies you for that. But they're trying to move around in an alternate reality where it doesn't disqualify them. So they're claiming to be the women of our grandmothers and things like that while being hoes simultaneously by having multiple children by multiple men. The reason that our grandmothers and aunties came with such high esteem, and we speak about them religiously and even drop tears to this very day at the slightest thought of them, is because of the code that they were walking in. They weren't doing certain things, so they couldn't have multiple children by multiple men. You guys, they didn't have certain access to certain things as it pertains to a mindset. Their minds hadn't drifted as far as your guys' minds have drifted. You've gotten very creative in how you attain the pleasures that you desire. You've gotten very creative in acquiring those pleasures. Very creative, right? You guys are, what they call it, slut shaming. Like, I'm going to be a hoe, and I'm going to create this movement where people can't talk down on me for being a hoe. Oh, you slut shaming, right? All of these defense mechanisms that you guys created were to your detriment. Body shaming, you created something where people can't call you out when you're looking unappealing in the eyes of society. That messes you up because now nobody's keeping it real with you. Now you're shoving whole chickens down your throat, right? Slurping double hamburgers up through a straw, like you are mobile destruction when it comes to food. And then you want to act funny and ask why people are treating you a certain way. Because you removed your help. Everything that you created that tells society, don't tell me about my flaws, okay, that's why they're not telling you about your flaws, and that's not why you're not getting better.
In the eye of the law,
Okay, let me
in the
talk
eye
then.
of the law, it doesn't exist. Okay, so you're just making things up. You go to court and say that. Go to the court and say, I'm married and I'm a single mom. Let's see what the judge says, okay? If it's so real, go to the court with that nonsense. Go to the court and see what happens. See who wins the case. Because it ain't making sense.
Okay, then.
Do you understand how?
Hey, AJ, listen. AJ, have you ever thought brother, have you ever asked yourself why there is a small number of women, soft-spoken, Kanai speaks the real, you got Lady D, right? You got Sweets, you got Miss Met. You got women who get this thing fluently. They hear everything that we're saying. They can comprehend all of our griefs, all of our complaints. They know. They can finish our sentences. So how is it that there's such a large body of women who we have to go back and what's going on with that large number of women who we have to drill things into them, and they still don't get it. They'll leave after debating with me for an hour strong and leave the same person. Like none of it stuck. None of it stuck. So my question, Brother AJ, what is going on with that large body of women who argue against everything that we say and try to dispute everything we say, opposed to the women who simply get it? It's almost like we speak Japanese. Kana speaks the real. Lady D, Sweets, they speak Japanese. But there's about 80% of women who speak Turkish. There's something different. There's something about them that's different from us. Strong. I'd like to say something like, what about traumas, things like that, psychological damage, dysfunction, right? But then that would require us to ask, are there really that many dysfunctional women out there? Probably so. Because the symptoms that we're seeing, that's what it is, dysfunction, psychological damage. Boy, if we had the data on that.
Oh, like,
Let me
you
just
know,
let me introduce Nana color conversation, and then we can go back to open panel. Nana, welcome. Can you please address the prompt? Thank you, Jiggy. Thank you, Boy
Okay.
Wonder.
First of all, the prompt is wrong because I don't think women ruin relationship. It takes two people to actually make a relationship work. And you're telling single moms, oh, why didn't you close your legs, da 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 da. Remember, if you deny some men sex, okay, I don't want to say the word on here,
Say
but if you
smacks,
deny
please.
some men
Intercourse.
smacks or intercourse or whatever, some women will actually suffer for it and get raped. And you can't blame these OnlyFans models who actually sell their contents because they're actually saving most women from getting raped too.
Okay,
Because
Nana,
they
we
didn't have
don't,
nothing to
Nana,
wang
Nana, we
to.
don't talk
Of course,
about
they're coming from.
Nana. I'm sure you can hear me speaking. We don't talk about victims, okay? I don't talk about grapes. I don't talk about DV. I don't talk about SA. I leave that to.
But it has
Hold on.
to be talked about.
No. If you want
it
to
needs
talk
a
about
logical
it,
explanation.
if you want to hold on, if you want to talk about victims, this is not the life for you. I don't talk about victims on my life, okay? I leave that to psychiatrists to do. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not going to be talking about victims and then being raped and people who get raped, okay? So can you please give me any other example other than victims?
Domestic help worker. Yes.
Why didn't you? You're funny. Oh my god! And then yesterday you said something that was kind of weird. You was like, if a woman collects money from free money from men, that means she wants to sleep with them, or that means she's a bop. But guess what? You collected up to 6K
Oh, Nana, please.
coins on the
I
live.
understand you're triggered that
No,
I
I'm talking.
stunted on you.
No, you
I get
collected
it.
up
Nana,
to 6K
that's what
coins.
it is. Nana is triggered that I stunted
And
on
men
her
told
on
you
a
to
live discussion yesterday, okay?
Men told you,
But today
but you
it's
did not.
about
See, the way she says triggered, the reason why I rock with that is because a lot of the dysfunction, or what we perceive to be the dysfunction that we go to people up here, that's what it is. You set a trigger off of something that's got them going erratic. They're thinking erratic. They're thinking illogical, right? They're thinking irrational. And that's why a lot of you guys, listen, I'll be honest with you, a lot of you guys like Stacy knows his shit, right? Sometimes these people go so far below the threshold of competence, You just really got to just sit in the chair and let them do the work. Listen, shout out to my bro up in this situation, setting this thing off with us. AJ definitely in the building. Oof, what is up with me? What the heck? Hey man, what's up with my eyes? What the heck? What's going on? The ladies you mentioned comprehend because their loyalty isn't with the sisterhood. Most women's fear and programming is to support the sisterhood of unhappy women. They can't handle, my brother said, they can't handle the idea of sisterhood ejection. I bet that has a portion to do with it. I'll give that about a quarter. I could go for that. Because think about it. If we're being honest, can't you imagine that we know that there's legitimately some Ku Klux Klan members who've been racist all their life, attending meetings and everything, who on the low, now that one of their great nieces has had a mixed baby, he goes over there messing with that baby. On the low, he can't tell the rest of the Klan, hey man, I've seen a different past, man. I don't want to do this here anymore. He can't. These are lifelong friends he's developed, right? A brotherhood. So I'll keep going to the meetings and stuff and things like that. It's like that with the sisterhood. With the sisterhood, they cannot, what they would perceive as turn on each other. That's a no-no. They can't turn on each other. So even though I've been talking to a man on the phone and I'm liking where this is going, and now I can understand where some of the real Stacey Prince's content makes sense, I can let my girls know. Bitch, a hoe pick me. I got the best job on the planet. Could never be me. This bitch a hoe pick me. So listen, these girls terrified to submit a different opinion to the sisterhood. I could go with that, AJ. I could go with that.
Relationships and women. If you
Now
can't
you
stay on
mad.
the prompt, please, I will just drop you. Okay? I get it. I stunted on you, all right? I
Roof.
destroyed you yesterday on a live debate, all right? Get over it.
No, you did
Get
not. You left.
over it.
You left because
Get
you was.
over it.
Tell
okay?
them you left. Tell,
You're on my live telling me
tell
about
them.
yesterday.
What they have to do to her to get a hold on her is they have to constantly say things while she's talking. Say things. They have to, because if they let her go, she'll be dropping bombs left and right because she knows what she's talking about, right? And no one wants to hear you nail me to the cross like 5 to 10 times. You can tell that it appears this happened yesterday.
Yesterday's debate. You're hurt. You're still hurt about yesterday's debate. Like, cry me a river, okay?
You are demonic.
because men cooked you too. Men cooked you.
Are hurt.
Listen, she finally admits it. She says men cooked you too. No, men don't have to cook Remnant Princess because she just gets it. And I want to know, I'm gonna connect with her. She's supposed to be up on the show sometime soon. I assume that Remnant Princess is black. I would love to see what she looks like, but I don't want to see what she looks like because I'm fascinated by her right now. And if I seen what she looks like, it would probably kill the mystery, right?
She's
That
not
I
wrong
cooked
about
you
that. She's not
yesterday.
wrong. The proof is in the pudding.
I have people on the live that are here too. They cooked you. You
I
ran
don't
away.
care, please, okay? You're telling me about yesterday's live. I'm talking about today's prompt, all right? Goodness me. Do you know how pathetic that is? You're telling me about yesterday's conversation. We are in today, okay? It's Tuesday. It's no longer Monday. It's Tuesday. And you came up on my live to tell me about what I said yesterday. You are the one who...
Okay,
Okay, on
me
my live telling me about what I said yesterday. You are the hurt one, darling, not me. Now,
But I
you
talked
wasted
about
your
the pro-
time, so I'm going to speak to Color Conversation because she's clearly waiting patiently and you're just crying about yesterday's debate. Okay? Color Conversation, welcome. Can you please address the prompt?
Okay, I agree with the prompt. I agree with the prompt, but let me explain it here. I think what happened was we didn't understand the responsibility and the tactics that we would normally play when we didn't have the rights to do what we can do now. But because now we ask for those rights, we are held to the same accountability as a man, and we didn't think of that in that strategy. So now that we're held in the same accountability, because it's your body, your choice. So if you wind up pregnant, they're going to hold you at a higher because it's your body.
Give you a chance, but
having all these.
I'm saying this.
Oh, and then you're off the screen. We can't hear you anymore. Okay, maybe she got a phone call. Anyway, it's open panel. Does anyone have anything to say about the prompt? Because she disappeared.
I think Carly is right. I think that, women did not account for the fact that, having all these rights does give you more responsibility.
Listen, I think that's something worth touching on. Listen to me when I say this. Women they fought for them. A large amount. Imagine one day the government allows everybody to drive, legalizes that white powdery substance, legalizes underage. Listen, it would be chaos. And that's what happened. You had children being given the rights and access to things for adults. That's what we're dealing with right now. Women are not supposed to have the access to the things they have access to. A person who will destroy their own life, what the hell do you think they will do out in society as a collective if they get together? It's what we see right now. It's what we see.
And she's right. It is your body, your choices, which is what I said earlier. You have
Being a
the decision.
human, it's your body.
What do you mean?
I'm agreeing with you.
And let me tell you something. Some husbands don't believe in abortion.
Say
Or some men, they
AB.
don't believe in abortion.
Say
So
AB,
you can't blame the
Nana.
woman.
Thank
Why
you,
would
4J.
you have a termination? Why would you have a termination with your husband, right? You're married. You're supposed to have children with your husband.
Even men too, like even if you're not married, like there's some
Well,
men
stop
that
sleeping with
believe in
men
it.
you're not married to.
Exactly. It's just that simple.
But you
Listen, I don't know if it's that simple. It can't be that simple because there's too many people who have ruined their lives by not doing it. Listen, I want to ask the people, ladies, please tell us. We want to know because we don't, the more information that we get on you guys, the more empathy we can have for you. Because a lot of these simple things that you guys are doing, we look at them like they're simple things and we don't understand how you keep falling for simple things. And we're talking about things that are actually relatively big that, can cause life setbacks that will call for around 10 years to repair, right? Somebody's got to come up here and talk to me. Somebody's got to come up here and talk to me. Give me two ladies up here. Give me two ladies up in here. I got a question that I need the ladies to answer. Miss Rachel.
Hey, how you doing today?
Listen, my life is absolutely amazing. I think sometimes my life is so amazing that I wonder what I did in my previous life. Did I give like 5 former presidents mouth to mouth and bring them back to life? I just don't know, right? Tell me how your night is going.
It's good, it's good. I worked today and got off from work. I'm trying to have a little bit of dinner before I lay down.
Oh, you worked today? I thought you was going to rest today, right?
No.
Don't let them people stroke you out. Don't let them people stroke you out.
No, they're not. They're not.
Listen.
I love my job.
Okay. Listen, I have a question for you because, it's really a privilege to talk to you.
Yes, sir.
We don't desire to know everything because I don't know everything. There are things that I really, really want to know. See, the more communicating we do with each other, that's where our empathy comes from. That's why you can see a black woman mess up and be like, we all go through some things. If you don't have the right information, you'll just look at that same person like, look at this dumbass, right? So that's why we have to communicate. And my question to you that we just do not comprehend, we don't comprehend what is going on. And we're not talking about today. We're talking about the last 50 years. How are women still letting men get them pregnant just from bop sessions? How haven't women said, well, if it's not someone I'm in a serious relationship or it's not somebody I'm married, how does this keep happening?
The urge to merge.
But, geez, I mean, there's so many examples. Your sister, her life was changed when she got pregnant. She couldn't go on cruises anymore. Her money wasn't the same. You're seeing all of your childhood friend. You're seeing it everywhere. Now, how the hell do you fall for it too? Or does it just, I'm going to get some answers tonight. Listen, I'm starting to think that without a condom feels so much better than a condom to where I guess it's powerful enough to make a woman risk it just because of the sensation of without the condom. Could that be right? I don't know.
Yes, it is. Women will risk it. Me being married 35 years, I don't have to use stuff
right.
Like that. So yes,
right.
It does feel.
So there's a significant difference there.
It is, trust me.
Okay, got you. I really respect that because it allows me some better understanding now. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But, I mean, I just have to say myself, maybe while I'm laying on my back, or I can't even use that as an example. I just got to believe that while the woman is laying on her back, maybe, I know it gets worked up and we were kissing and we were drinking and the moment is right, but you just want to believe that the woman say, oh, you can't go wrong on me. I'm not going to have no baby. That's what we're expecting. But I guess, I don't know, maybe the moment is too passionate. I just don't know. But I know there's no way we should be seeing this at an epidemic level. What are your thoughts?
Well, it depends on what's the situation. Because if the woman is trying to trap the man, that's one. She's gonna do that.
Damn it.
Some percentage does, and then you got some women that don't really care. They will risk it. That's some percentage, and then some women think if they do that, then they can keep a man like that. Not the pregnancy, but keep a man like that.
Okay. So after we see all the movies, after we hear it in the music, after we see it from our cousin, after we see it from our sister, do we not say, oh, even I thought if you do that, you can keep a man. But I'm seeing all these examples that say that's not what's happening. Like, we don't understand how this thing keeps happening. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like me, if I was a woman, based on what I hear you guys talking about, I'm skeptical of ninjas off the top. You see what I'm saying? Like, I heard how that nigga did Sharice. Sharice was all into that boy soon as she got pregnant. Like, listen, I'm going to be listening to old tales and folklore. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not going to play me like that. Listen, I definitely...
Still always hope, though. we thinking that Prince Charming
Damn
will be that one.
This was actually an amazing conversation because I could see your points. So there's points where delusion creeps into this thing. Nah, I can change him. Them other girls, them other baby mamas he left, they didn't have what I got. They couldn't keep him, but I know some stuff that they don't know. You think that's what's going on?
Yeah, being that one to keep him.
And they really believe it.
Yeah, because it's a mind game.
Damn it.
We think we can put it on him and he'd be the one. And think about if he's coming back.
Right. Right.
weekend after weekend, and he's still there, but he never
Never
tied the knot
stays
or
or right.
gave yeah. And we thinking, I'm gonna be that one. I'm gonna be that one. That's why women be in that placeholder for several years.
Jeez. So listen. Is for what you're saying, like, see, because men look that baby, we look at it completely different. When we think about the concept of a woman having a baby by another man or different men, this is the magnitude of what we hear in our mind. That's what we think about it. We think it's a nuclear explosion. But apparently they look at it like, I'm finna trap this nigga. We think your life is going to get more complicated. Baby crying at 4 o'clock in the morning, babysitter, school. That's what we think. So you're saying the women, either they're not thinking that, or that moment of passion seems worth it to them at the time, or they're trying to trap somebody.
It's worth it to get that guy and to try to hold on and keep him. That's what we always tell them. A baby can't keep a man in that case, but some women still delusional, and then they like, well, then if they got multiple babies, they're gonna think this guy may step in and take care of, because maybe they saw a family member where a guy did step
Yep.
in and took care of all the children.
So this is basically like a cycle of thinking, like a cycle, like, because it's not stopping. These things that you're saying that might be the cause of these women being willing to risk it, it's not stopping, right? So it has to be a thinking pattern of a large majority of women. You think so? Like, I could keep him, or if I just keep doing this and that. Well, he came back. He come back every week. It's at 3 a.m., but he still be coming back. You think that there's a
Yeah.
large mass of women who have themselves on that hamster wheel of thinking like this?
Yeah, because they keep on opening the door and letting them back in.
And the Negro going back home to his woman. You know what this
They don't
is.
care. They don't care. They rather be the side chick. A lot of them are side chicks.
I've heard him bragging about that lately. Listen, making compelling arguments, right? Let me ask you this before you go. Do you think, because I didn't want to accept it, I believe we're about to experience an explosion of polygamy. What are your thoughts?
Well, still, I, God bless the dead. That's Kevin. I love him. I still love him. He did say winter is coming. Winter is still coming, because I have seen women videos, and I don't know if you shared or someone else. I followed you on TikTok a lot too. I'm not TikTok, YouTube. I'm just on your YouTube channel too. That the girls were shoveling their snow for the
Yeah.
first time. Some of them had to go out there and shovel their snow because they don't got a man.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a time where these women's going to find someone else's man
Ugh.
to help out.
This was one of the dopest conversations I've had in 4 years, because, listen, we don't desire to get up here and talk bad about black. The behavior is so far gone from civilized. Just think about it. Think about this. You guys never get to see from our perspective. The things that women are doing that we're seeing, we're standing off to the side like, fuck. Listen, the eyelashes that, I'm not going to say she was flirting with me, but there was a girl today at the grocery mart, and she was, I guess she was, maybe, I don't know, trying to start a conversation up with me, you know, right? Maybe flirting, I don't know. And I tried to make myself attracted to her, even just on a maybe, hey, I call her from time to time. Maybe we get together from time to time. But I couldn't, because I'm looking at the eyelashes. I'm looking at the poorly done hair weave, and I just can't. I can't. This is what we're seeing of you guys, like from afar. We're seeing the long nut job eyelashes. We're seeing the BBLs. You guys look like circus freak shows to us. But to go back to your point, we'll still smash later on at night if you open the door for us.
True that.
And I think that's probably telling a woman something different than what it really is. I don't know if it's telling her I stand a chance with him. I don't know what it's telling her, but I think it's not a good thing because it probably is creating a false sense of some type of hope that either I can get him to be a regular in my rotation, or I can get him, like you said, to take care of my kids, or I can get him to lock me down. Jeez. This is really amazing to even hear this because I can see where a lot of the things that you are saying fits into what we're seeing today. Because other than that, men are stuck. Like, what the hell did she just do? We are stuck. The more things you guys do and we observe it, our jaws hit the ground. You're stuffing fat from your armpit in your butt, right? You're walking around half naked. And I'm talking about we can see things. It's like you had to cut that hole right there intentionally, right? The 3 children with 3 different men. There's something going on that men can't comprehend because men are logical creatures. We like things that make sense, and we like to do the problem solving that helps us to understand things that right now don't seem like they make sense. And I think that the only thing that we can do is probably agree with a lot of the things that you said tonight, because other than that, we can't make them make sense. Like in our head, hey, dummy, why would you destroy your life? Hey, goofy, why would you let him go raw, right? And a lot of the things that you said tonight, they serve as still not justifiable, but they serve as logical excuses about what we're seeing. Because listen, we just can't believe it. Now, listen, I'll go so far as to say this. Even the men who are getting those women pregnant, they can't believe it. Like, you're just having these kids and bringing your... So let me ask you this, Miss Weissel. Are you aware that per every child that a woman has, it brings her dating value down?
Yes, I'm aware of it. Every child, yeah.
So what do they is that a part of them just risking it, or do they not care about that? Like, if I know babies make it harder for me to get a man, why I'm gonna keep having
They don't care because somebody keeps coming by and smashing them.
clapping those
It's
cheeks?
a fun time and not a long time.
Listen, I could end this show right here. Like, listen, I'm gonna go over this show like extensively. I know that there's a lot of analysis to be done within this show. Because if I dig into the research of everything that we discussed tonight, I guarantee 50% of it is prevalent. Because there's no other explanation for what we're seeing. Men, we think she just messed her life up. We don't think you just got pregnant. We think you just messed your life up. Because we know how men feel about women who have children. Listen, a woman can make up for it. If she has children, she can make up for it by being nice, by being pleasant. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, that's that rested B face. Just smile.
Yeah, just
Don't
smile.
flirt with me. No, he's not flirting with you. He's not coming on you. Just smile. Do your customer service. Do like you working at customer service. Smile.
I have another question for you. Now, I know partial of this because we've been through a lot. You'll never get me. I'm not Anton Daniels. You'll never get me to say black people ain't been through enough to still be. Not only have we been through a lot, we're still going through it. Now, my question to you is this. Why are we so angry? Even in our facial expressions.
Which one, the men or the women? Because, honey, women are more angrier. For some reason, it's like they're in pain or something.
And you can't understand it?
I can't because I'm always smiling. I'm always happy.
Yeah, like how are you walking
I can't
around,
change it.
even in customer service? Listen, I'll be honest. This is me personally. I don't give a damn. I say it. Turbulence, people. When I call Spectrum or something like that, where I need things done, if a black woman picks up the phone, she's walking on thin ice with me. The slightest, if I catch the slightest hint of tone or something, I hang up and I call back till I hear a white woman or a white man. I'm not going through this because I know who I am. Therefore, I know what type of bull crap you got on inside of you. But yours is unchecked. I know how to check my bull crap because it's in me too. But it's like they're mean. they're mean. Do you disagree with that?
No, I agree with you. It's more like you can't change anything that's going on around you, so why be always complaining? Why be always down? No, smile. If you smile, the world to me will smile back
I swear it will. I promise.
at you.
You'll
I
even bring
promise
a
it will.
racist to their knees. Even a racist will have a hard time being mean to you if you look pleasant. You think do you
Amen.
agree with that?
I live in South Carolina. I go through it all the time. And they can't do anything but smile and pat
Exactly.
me on the back. Oh, girl, or what, but I already know.
Do you think that we'll ever be fixed? Do you think that the black community, I know my thoughts on it, but do you think that we will ever come together? The only thing that is required for us to do better is for us to come together. If black men and black women pulled their resources together with
Yes.
the common goal, oh my God, the world would see something to stand up and applaud about. If we got the slightest bit organized, we would be a force to reckon with. We're already the most influential. This is not me saying, this is research. We are the most influential group of people. 13%. Listen to me. 13% of America is the most influential group of people on the entire planet. What we say is cool becomes cool. What we wear, everybody else wear. What we vouch for, everybody else accepts. If we got the slightest bit of organized, we would be the smallest number of people who were so hard to touch. So my question to you is, do you think, and be blunt, and I'm talking about from observable realities, do you think that we will ever see that black men and black women come together and fix this thing?
I don't think I've seen in my lifetime. And I'm 54, so I don't think so. I
I don't.
don't know. We just gotta, some people gotta leave off.
Hey,
You know what I'm
listen,
saying?
look, she don't want to say it like it need to be said. She's right. We got to wait till certain people pass because
Yes.
their mindset is what has us stuck. I ain't got to cooperate with no nigga shit. Listen, there's a woman who came up here 3 days ago and said, I don't negotiate. I said, what? We have to negotiate in everything we do. Not me. I'm certified and da-da-da-da-da, and we do not negotiate. You will never be okay if you're not willing to compromise. You'll never be okay. If black men and black women could compromise right now, the world would see a shining star. It's very unfortunate that, like you said, we won't get to see it in our lifetime. Let me ask you a question. I don't want to hold you up. I want to ask you one more question. If black women are making such exorbitant amounts of money through entrepreneurship and things like this, now granted, I'll give you this. We don't have any male leaders who are standing up right now presenting any very good ideas for the black community. But if we had black men who had ideas about helping our community, do you think that black women would come together and help us financially? If we presented a letter of what would make our situation better, do you think there's anything that we can do to get these women to back us?
No.
That's a
That went
shame.
out. That been gone, and that can kick down the road a long time ago. I mean, we just had not too long ago. Well, I hate to go there, but did we have Ice T? Was it Ice T? Whatever was doing something with
Oh,
something.
Ice Cube? Yeah, you know
Ice
what?
Cube. I'm sorry,
You're
not Ice T.
right.
Ice Cube. And who backed them?
You are right.
Many people. And we got women out here that got businesses. We got women that got money now. No, they didn't. No.
Do you understand how a lot of these conversations are actually heartbreaking? Like, I mean, seriously heartbreaking. And because, to hear you answer the way you just answered, matter of factly, like, no, there's not a time I don't think where black women will back black men. Okay, and if what you're saying is true, which a lot of people would say what you're saying is true, if what you're saying is true, then it means we're not going to rebound. It means me and your kids are going to go through some of the things that we went through, which we shouldn't be repeating history to that detriment.
My grandkids too. I mean, I'm not saying I feel for them, but I just hope I put enough in my children that my children put enough in them, because it's just the way the world is going, and also where our birth rates are too,
Right.
which we are the highest to take care of that. If they would just change their mind, turn back, bring the nuclear family back. Do you know how big our population would be
Yeah.
in 20 years?
I agree. And 20 years is a realistic number of time. That's actually a cool
Yes.
amount of time to be able to see some change. Like, we would see that in our lifetime, probably. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it would be a glory to see, because we're not pieces of shit. We're not. We do have a large, powerful system that is geared towards us to keep us from advancing. But listen, I get it. I understand why they're systematically oppressing us. I would too. I would do black people like that. If I was a superpower of the world and I saw this small group of people in my country, it seems like they're special. Then I'm reading all of these things that talks about God's chosen children and things like that. Then this small group of black people, they seem to be able to do anything. Anything they touch turns to the latest trend and things like that. If I let them get too free, they will overthrow me. So I understand it. I just think black people need to put up a little bit more resistance in trying to push towards that threshold, push towards getting closer to a place where they can't keep us from advancing. And it's like we have accepted it. We are basically like this. Well, we let the police beat up on our women in the streets and we see it and we'll say fuck the police and things like that. But man, I can't get involved in that. I just bought this 300 C2 and they just gave me a raise at work. I can't jeopardize. See, that's what it is. Malcolm X said, don't fix your mouth to say the word freedom unless you're willing to DIE for it. And we haven't found anything that we're ready to DIE for. You disagree with that?
No. I mean, it depends on what they are leaving here for. Where they see the music, they leaving for that part.
I agree, and that's nuts.
That in a heartbeat.
That's crazy. I hate that you even said that. That shows how mediocre of a level we're. Listen, we won't DIE for our women. We won't DIE for our rights and things like that. But you let one of our favorite rappers talk about popping that thing, we'll start carrying the thing. We'll start carrying one. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you coming up and rocking. Anything else for me? All right.
Listening to
All right. You enjoy the rest of your night. People, I could almost end the show right now and just go back and analyze that whole conversation. Could you imagine being blind to the point? I got to talk to other women. Listen. So I know that if I let him bust, that is how children are created. But it feels so good without a condom. I'm going to go ahead and do it. If I get pregnant, I'll just go get an AB. Even though, unbeknownst to me, when it come time to get the AB, before the months get too old, my money going to be funny and I ain't going to be able to get it. What could possibly be going on to make women become okay having random men's children? What could be going on?
You said a woman has the choice to keep or kill the baby.
Unalive.
And I'm telling you,
You have to
there's
say
so many
unalive.
things. What?
Say
to say
unalive,
unalive.
Nana, or I'm just gonna drop you.
Oh, okay. Okay, some women have the choice to unalive the baby or keep it.
All
And
women have the choice. Oh, damn. You can request back up, Nana. You have to use TikTok friendly language. If you're not using TikTok friendly language, the mod is going to drop you and you can re-request.
Hey, I'm going to tell you this too. Lovelace made a point too. I think that's actually a huge part of it. They know that at bare minimum, things get too extraneous on them. I can go get on government assistance. I think that right there might be about 50% of it by itself. Yes, I do. About 50. That's about 50 ball of it right there.
Gave you a chance, but the mod is strict. So yeah, please use
What were you
TikTok
saying?
friendly language. Go ahead.
Okay. So, okay, you said all women have the right or the choice to keep or,
Yes, unalive, get rid.
take out the baby or something.
Yes.
Okay, get rid of the baby, But I'm saying, what if you're with a Christian who...
Listen, I'm going to say something to you guys too. Shout out to Tagged Up in this situation, rocking out with us. I'm going to say something else to you guys too. Let me see something. You know, some of you guys are green like me in certain areas of integrity and walking in the code. My brother used to make fun of me all the time because the things that I know that I would never do to someone, oftentimes we find out that they're actually common practice to other people. Like, listen, Tagged Up said, the last woman I was with cheated on me with my best friend while I was grieving the loss of my mother. And I didn't find out until after she passed. You just really want to believe that my girlfriend would think, Craig always been fine, but I know good and well if I let Craig smash, he gonna tell my boyfriend. He my boyfriend's best friend. They don't even have that in them. They don't even have that fear. Like me, I've always been a cautious criminal. Like I'm strategizing on how to not get caught before I do this thing. That right there, you just have to have no self-control. Me, I'm thinking, if my my girl's girlfriend is starting to flirt with me, first off, I'm thinking that this is a setup, right? Woo, we will never understand the mind of this woman. But the conversation tonight has helped me to understand just how much damage they can do. Because think about it. A human this volatile, and if you listen to what Miss Whiteshell said, a person so unstable mentally, why would you give them power to make decisions so impactful that they affect large groups of people? These people are so out of control, they can't resist letting a man nut inside of their body. Why would you trust this individual with important matters? This is where these families are collapsing from. Men are married to women who they don't know what these women really have on the inside of them. The abilities, the capabilities. I'm not saying your woman is doing this or that, but that seed that's inside of her nature from Eve, if you ever get, listen, praying that you never do, but if you ever get a glimpse of her nature, a sneak peek, a preview, it'll scare you. What a woman's nature is detrimental to any man who's looking for real love, any man who's looking for real trust. She is deceitful. She is manipulative. And she comes custom designed with all of the tools that make her deceit more alluring. I don't know what it is about titties, but you want my checkbook? Have some titties. Listen, titties in general, they could be super small. They could be super, super small. For the last 5 months, it's happened several times throughout my life. I was attracted to, I'm not even going to say that. They call them boy titties. Really, really, really small boobs. I think in my subconscious, it was attractive seeing that woman because her frame looked very feminine. I think the issue people have being attracted to our women is what we were taught was feminine, what we were taught was lady. It wasn't big, it was small. Therefore, even a woman with small boobs is attractive because she looks feminine. When you're big, you look masculine. You're less appealing. Right? But my point is this. Even a woman who has no boobs, really. I've dated a woman who, let me see. I know I was accentuating more than her. But because I know that there's some, you could call them boobs or whatever under that shirt. She can practice deceit at higher levels because I'm already a little bit hypnotized by the things that I see and the things that I can't see that I know that are there. Could you imagine a woman learning how to wield her feminine power? You ninjas would get stretched along so far out. Done let her max out your credit card. A woman who knows what the curves of a woman look like. Lord have mercy. A woman who figures that out can climb the top of Mount Everest. The curves alone do it to us. Listen, you know what will get us hard? Just knowing that you are the opposite sex. Our bodies are hard. Listen, that's why we'll touch anything. Is it the opposite sex? Knowing that it's the opposite sex signals to us. That's supposed to be for me. That's supposed to be for me. And there's a thing inside of us that almost tells us, like, I don't move like that. I don't. I've had my phase of moving like that. But then I got really, there's something inside. Listen, what a woman has, we know we are supposed to be attracted to. And even a big girl, she has that thing that we were programmed to be attracted to. This is the power that even fat girls have. So what about when she starts using that to get things that she wants from you? She'll get them. If she's educated up on the feminine power of a woman, if she's educated up on the curves of a woman and how they affect other humans, she can take that, mince it in with her desire for that Chanel purse that she knows is 3 paychecks out of her league. And she can come to you dressed strategically, a specific way, strategically smelling a certain way, strategically and very intentionally walking a certain way. And she will have that damn purse by Friday. You are stupid. Even that will cause a man to feel some way. I think we don't want to acknowledge the nature of a woman. That's what I think. Look at all that we've seen her do. Look at all that we've seen her do. She's done things that she should, as small and frail as she is, she shouldn't even be powerful enough to do. But when you mix these people together as collective and they pull their resources together, they are a destructive force. If they can get like 100,000 other minds like them to join in on their chaotic energy, they can crack the foundations of structures.
Doesn't believe in getting rid of a baby.
Christians
Because
also don't believe in having premarital intercourse,
I
so
know,
that
but
doesn't make sense.
I know, but you can't say women should keep their legs
But
closed
Nana, that's still her
when it's two
choice.
people that
That
actually
doesn't
doing
make
the
any.
thing.
But Nana, that doesn't. You know what? Like Anna actually made a really good point. If you, as a female, chose to be a Christian,
give a
but then
damn.
you're choosing to open.
I'ma say it. Turbulence, people. This goes against what I'd like to say to you guys. Any man out there, do not ever in your life give a woman your whole heart. You damn fool. Don't you ever do that. Now somebody's in control of your destiny. See, When men get cheated on, it devastates us. It devastates us. It brings us to our knees where we might not be able to eat good, adequate meals for 2 weeks straight. Can't stop thinking about it. Can't stop thinking about, did he sex her better than I did? Can't stop thinking about, did she give him some head? Can't stop thinking about, how was he making her feel? Was she enjoying it better than when she enjoys with me? And it will haunt us. When we have sex with somebody that we legitimately are interested in getting to know, we are seeking to conquer you. Sex to us is us affirming that you are our property and you belong to us. I don't give a damn how it sounds. It's what it is. You need to know the truth. So if that is true, that when we are having sex with you, we are marking our territory, why do you think we say, whose is it? Tell me whose it is. That means something to us. But you give it to another man, then whose is it? If conquering a woman to us entails putting our sex game down on you, but then another man gets to put his sex game down on you after I do, whose are you? It devastates men. It rocks us to the core. Men, there are reported cases of some men not even being able to go to continue going to their job. Calling off the next day after he found out. So what I'm telling you, brothers, is this: don't you ever in your life give a woman more than 50% of your heart, ever, because there's a likelihood that she will destroy you. If you give her 50% of your heart, it constitutes as a partnership, right? And a partnership is better than the other stuff, because once you give a woman more than 50% of your heart, she can destroy you. Men throw up. We throw up. I'm not saying it's any less pleasant for women, but there's been rumors out there that men occasionally cheat here and there. So, I think women should be desensitized by it to some extent by now, but it's not been said. Like, we weren't taught. A woman's body is supposed to be delicate. A woman's body is supposed to be a luxury. We don't think she'll just let another guy blow her back out. If you give a woman more than 50% of your heart, there's a good likelihood that some things, maybe not just one big thing, but some things are going to occur that is going to complicate your life. Developing an eccentric type of love for her, to where now you want to know where her moves are, where were you at today, this and this and that. Don't give a woman more than 50% of your heart. You guys can still function and make sure each other's lives turn out well and all of those good things. You can do that through just obligation and dedication and determination. You don't have to give a woman a knife to stab you in the back with, right? Because it's a likelihood she'll do it. It's a very good chance.
Your legs, then that's your problem. You still have the right. Whatever your belief system is, that's your business. But you still have the right to do whatever you want with your body, and that will never change. So it has nothing to do with you being a Christian. It has nothing to do with you believing in God. It's still a choice that you have.
Okay. What if the not get rid of the baby because it's...
Can you please come closer to the mic?
Listen, people, we haven't gotten one Cash App. Where are my Cash App people supporting the show at? Set it off one time for your mind, people. Let's get this thing going so we can lift the energy up in this show. What's the other phone at? Let's go, people. If you've never supported the show, the information to support the show is at the bottom of the screen. If you want to call in, you got a disagreement about the show, numbers at the bottom of the screen.
Because I can't hear you.
I said, what if you live in, the places where you cannot get rid of the baby because it's illegal and you don't have the money to travel to another state or another country?
I'm only talking
what
about.
do you do?
I'm only talking
You
about.
shouldn't be...
Listen, I'm going to open up the call line right now. Those of you who see the number at the bottom of the screen, If you have disagreements or questions about the topic that we're talking about, go ahead and hit the call line. If not, we're going to keep running through this for a minute. Bring some people up from TikTok.
I'm only talking about first world countries. I don't live in them countries to talk about that. That's clearly a different issue. I'm
Well,
talking
she's
about
saying
Western.
in the
I'm
US,
talking
there are
about.
places
I'm
where it's
talking.
illegal.
Yes, they are, but they can also go to another state.
This matters too.
They can still go to another
If
state.
they don't have the money too.
Then they should have kept
They
their
don't
legs
have the money
closed.
for a child then. Why
Then
would
they're
you be
stupid to
yeah.
open their legs. You still can be able to go to another place and get rid of the child. And if you can't have the money to, then why didn't you prioritize that first? I mean, come on. It's 2026.
Because you talked about it.
That's the reality.
Okay, let me ask you another question.
Shout out to my girl Veronica in this situation, supporting the TikTok.
What if you and your partner, decide that you guys are gonna have this baby and you're gonna take care of the baby and he has enough money to cater for the child and you end up having the baby and you find out that he's cheating on you with another woman and you ask him and he says, oh, it was a mistake.
Mika.
I swear I didn't mean to hurt you. And you're like, oh.
Listen, you guys need to get over this cheating thing. It's not as bad as you make it out to be. You're a damn crybaby. It's not as bad as you make it out to be. Man, I'm going to take care of you for the rest of your damn life, you fool. Should I have done what I did? No. And some women, it will hurt them a lot, right? But the truth of the matter is, do you think it makes it any better, me hurting you a lot and then me abandoning you and letting you go through the rest of your life alone? The truth, you getting rid of me. That is dumb as hell. Usually when damage occurs, we start trying to fix the damage. We don't throw the whole garage away. What the hell is going to happen when I tear the garage down because the garage door fell down? So you believe the pain that I caused you with the cheating, what makes that better is you putting yourself in a predicament where now you have to go through the later years of your life by yourself. So not only do I bring you the pain of cheating, now also on top of that, you get to live the rest of your life alone and deal with the problems of the world alone. Do you think that makes sense? Do you think that what you did made my hurt that I caused you any damn better, you damn fool? Jeez.
I can't stay with a cheating partner and you leave. What do you say about that case too?
Well, that's your man. That's the man that you chose to be the father of your child. You should have vetted him first.
But you're not blaming the man that cheated too?
The man was always
and
a
make
cheater.
people single mothers?
What you need to understand is, right, there's a saying, cheaters will always...
Tagged up. Here's the cool thing, brother. Here's the cool thing. Man, you can be a good man to a woman and not give her more than 50% of your heart. What people don't understand is this is more obligation than it is love. I've pledged to see you through to the end of life. Man, as long as you follow that, man, you can do that with a woman and also not give her a knife to stab you in the back with. You guys, fellas, you guys know what I'm talking about. The cheating type of hurt, when a man gets cheated on, when a man's coochie is given to another man, it is not the same as when a woman does it. It is not the same. I remember I was captivated by a girl. I don't know. Man, I heard who she let smash, and that was the effed uppest feeling. Like, that was crazy. There was some decades, probably, like 30 years ago. But it hits us different. It hits us different, definitely. It can cripple us. It can cause us to give up on life. It's that bad. Getting cheated on with somebody you love, it can cause you to give up on life. Now, I hadn't fallen in love with her yet, but there was a type of, we had our thing going on for a couple of years, you know what I mean? And I thought differently of her. So I think it's the being caught off guard because of the respect that you have for an individual, I think that plays a huge role in it too. Listen, those of you fellas who know that I know what I'm talking about when I say it can crush you, don't put yourself in a predicament where it can crush you. Because if it's a woman you've only given 50% of your heart for and you're operating outside of that, you're operating sheerly out of obligation and a really cool life plan that you guys have put together that you approve of, that's enough. That's enough. You got somebody to share life with. You know what I mean? No, neither of you will ever be lonely. All of you, both of you can have each other's back to the extent you need to have each other's back. Both of you can be each other's companion. The house isn't super, super quiet like some of the houses where there's single mom activity taking place, right? You're winning. But if you give a woman enough control over your heart, ask yourself this. If she did the unthinkable, what would it do to me? And if you can say it would collapse you, don't you give that woman your heart. You better stay back on business, stay back on duty, stay on obligation, stay on pledge. You find yourself being willing to jump off of a bridge or something.
Be cheaters, okay? Once a cheater, always a cheater. That's the saying. What that means is a man who cheats was always going to cheat. Whether it's you or another woman, he was always going to cheat. Now, why did you not figure that out about him? Because you was too busy getting your cheats
And
clapped.
that goes back to the prompt. Women, you
no,
say
it doesn't.
women have ruined most relationship or whatever. And I'm telling you that in some cases, it's not the woman's fault.
It is
She
the
has
woman's
to
fault.
walk away from toxic
No, she doesn't, because she's the one that chose that. You need to understand, right? You need to
No, she
understand.
did
Let me tell you
not.
why. Let me tell you why, right? Women have more options than men will ever even have in their life, okay? Unless you are a Drake.
Wow.
But even a Drake can't compete with an 18-year-old because she still has more options, okay? So women on average will always have more options than men, okay? Even high-value men, they will still have more options. And somehow, with all those options you have, you still couldn't be able to get the right man to be a good father?
You can't.
Listen to what she's saying. You guys have so many more opportunities to date than we do by about 5 times. They did the studies. We have the information off of Plenty of Fish and Tinder and things like that. A big girl gets, I think, 2 to 3 times more interaction than a handsome man. With all of these options and opportunities that have crossed your path, none of them saw you valuable enough to lock you down? What are you doing then? What are you doing that's wrong? What are you doing that's making men view you as less than worthy of a lockdown? What is going on with you that all of these men are looking at you in a way that's keeping you single? There's something going on with you, and you're the last to see it. But all of those men who passed you up and only wanted some top from you, and for you to swallow too, they see the same thing. They see the same thing. All of them want you to swallow. None of them are even saying a word about even being in public with you. But see, you know better. You know better too. You know damn well better than to ask this handsome man to do anything civilized with you. You know that man comes over to get your juices going, and that's about it. That's about it. And then get yourself in trouble.
Serious, I'm telling you.
No, it is. I'm very serious. You females, right? You have all the options. You get DMs. You get money given to you by random men.
Not true though. We live in a
It is true.
patriarchy.
It is true. Do women not have more options than
We
men?
live in a patriarchy.
Do women not have
I
more
wanna
options than
say
men?
something.
Cater to men. This world is
Just
designed
answer
to
the
cater for
question.
men.
Wait,
Do
but this is
women?
logic.
Do women?
Patriarchy.
Yeah, we live in a patriarchy, and women still have more options than men.
Hey, TikTok, I'm going to go ahead and shut the comments down till you guys get us up to 25,000 likes. This is nuts what you guys are doing over here. This is absolutely nuts. You guys aren't even rocking with us over here. We got the smallest. Man, get the hell off of here. We're going to turn the comments off until you guys get this TikTok. Tap that screen. I need you guys to tap that screen. Let's get this engagement going. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate it. We're going to keep these comments off until you people get those likes up there.
We live in the patriarchy.
No, we don't.
Yes,
we
you
don't.
do. That's a
But
damn
with
lie.
this your logic,
We don't.
I want to say
Hey,
something.
man, how about you moderate
you're
yourself?
saying,
But this your logic.
Rose,
Please,
Rose,
Rose,
you're
hold on,
saying,
please.
Rose, you're saying that women don't have more options than men. Is that what you're saying?
No, I am. That's exactly what I'm
Okay,
saying.
then. So how come?
What? What? There's even one person on this planet who disagrees that women have significantly more options than men? Well, look at it, view it through this lens. I myself, I don't care how ugly you ladies are down there. We can pick the ugliest lady down there in those comments. And I can walk outside my front door. She can walk outside of her front door. Long as she doesn't have any disfigurements or any car accident damage. Me and an overweight girl, I'm talking about a 300-pounder. We can both walk out of our doors right now with a sign above our head that says, just recently out of a 20-year relationship, looking for a one-night stand. That woman will cause a traffic jam, and I might be standing there with that sign for 2 weeks straight. That's how, in comparison, the attention that you guys get in comparison to men.
If
what I'm
that's
saying.
true, if hold on, if that's
I want to
true,
use her logic against her. Wait, God.
wait, if that's true, right? How come men have to pay for OnlyFans if they have so much options? How come the porn industry thrives off thirsty men?
By that logic, why do men rape?
We're not talking about victims. Goodness
Like-
me.
Wait, I want to.
We are not
I wanna
talking about
counter her
victims.
with her logic.
Answer the
Let's- you guys-
question.
wait.
Wait, no. Sorry, no. Let me just speak to Rose. Just hold on. Answer the question.
Okay.
You see, Rose, you can't answer questions, okay? You see, when I was speaking to Nana asked me questions and I answered it. I didn't deflect. If men have loads of options, how come the porn industry is thriving off thirsty men? Answer the damn question.
Because they have no sexual discipline. That's why.
No,
they
it's
have
not.
no sexual discipline.
If
Men
that's
don't know how
true-
to control themselves.
if that's true,
they,
if that's
they
true,
choose not to.
Hold on. If that's true, then how come? Oh, she got dropped. What a shame. No self-control. What, Nana? What did you want to say? Go ahead, and then I'm going to introduce the next panelist.
Okay, with the logic that you had, you was like, women can, she's better, like she's a better father and all of that. But what would you say about men who marry women that cannot do all of this and they decide to walk out from the marriage and make them moms, single moms? Wouldn't you say they can't choose better wives for themselves too?
Oh, you're talking about men who divorce their wives. Is
yeah,
that-
and
okay,
you
yeah.
say because
If
Yeah.
if a man divorces his wife, that is his fault. But if you take a look at the stats, it's mostly women who are initiating divorce. In the UK, it's about 60%. In the US, it's about 70%. It's majority of women who are destroying these marriages, not men. Now, if men were the ones who are leaving these
And you
marriages,
know why?
hold on. The stats say that. The stats literally just say that. The stats, there's literally a
yeah,
whole...
you're correct.
Pardon?
I
There's
said you're
literally...
correct. Go on.
There is literally, it's a whole topic, how even when you're more educated, you are more likely to divorce your husband, okay? It's a whole thing where women are the ones
That is not
leaving.
true.
It's very true.
It is true,
Do your
dummy.
research, it's very true. If you are educated, you're more likely to leave your husband. Because if you
Okay,
look at
not
the divorce rate,
80% of the time that a divorce is filed, is filed by the woman, and if she's college educated, it goes up to 90%. That lets you know that there's an ego boost that takes place, a testosterone jump. Like, ooh, now I'm even more, right? That's what's an ego jump.
It's mostly educated women who are divorcing at a very high rate. Okay? This is literally a stat. It's a fact. I'm not just making it up. You need to do your research, Nana. So the reality is, it is women, it is you females who are the ones who are destroying these marriages, not men. Men are not leaving the marriages. Women are.
And let me tell you why. Honestly.
Okay, now let me just introduce the next panelist,
Okay.
and then we can do open panel. I kind of know what you're gonna say a little bit, but let me just introduce the people that are waiting, and then we can go back to open panel. Okay, so we got Guru. Welcome. I think you are a man.
Hi, good night.
Okay.
Oh, not supposed to be here? Sorry about that.
No.
Just not for now. Okay, so... Okay, why? You're back. All right. There's somebody else requesting. Rezi, welcome. Can you please address the prompt?
Hi, I just wanted to understand what you meant by women have ruined relationships.
Okay, can you please answer the prompt first? Do you agree, yes or no?
I don't agree.
Okay, why?
Because there are so many layers to, and so many variables as to why you think women have ruined relationships, and that's why I'm trying to understand, like, in what ways have they ruined relationships? Have they ruined other people's relationships, or have they ruined their relationships? What exactly is the variable here, and why would you think that they have ruined relationships, or they ruin relationships?
Sorry, I'm just doing something. So you disagree with the fact?
Brother Noel.
What's up, bro?
Man, life is amazing, man. Tell me how your night is going.
It's going pretty good, bro.
Good stuff, good stuff. What do you think about what we're talking about over here?
I don't know, bro. I think you got a great following, and I just think you could do more, bro. Why you always gotta be like women versus men and stuff like that, bro? You should start inspiring people and raising people up, lift them up. Start giving women advice instead of putting them down so much.
Give me an example of putting them down. What's an example of putting a woman down?
Bro, you do it a lot, bro.
No, I'm just asking you a very simple question. Now I want you to rock with me now. I'm asking you. You said I do it a lot, so you gotta have some information on it. Now I'm asking.
There was a few times, you know, I don't really like be jotting notes down and shit, bro. But I mean, that's mostly what it be about. Last time, it was one thing that stuck with me. You said it was about you was talking about how it's on women when they get pregnant and got multiple baby dads, and you say your sister proved it because, you know, she waited till she was married, and that's great for her. That's respectable. But it's 50-50, you know, it's men too. It's not all on women. And most of the time, women get left with the kids. Dads become deadbeats dad, and they just leave them there, you know what I'm saying? Don't even be in the kid's life. It's like, it's 50-50, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you. Listen, this is not to be offensive. I really want to answer because I'm going somewhere with this. You probably like women, right?
What was that, bro?
You probably like women, right?
What do you? Of course. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Okay,
by
I get that. I'm rocking with you.
No, but what do you mean by that? Like,
just watch. No, I said you probably like women, right? And not men, right?
No, of course not. What do you mean? I'm a guy, bro.
Okay,
so,
okay.
You know,
Hold on. You like women. If you bump into a guy walking down the street and he's GAY and he tries to advance towards you, are you going to let him advance towards you? Or are you going to tell him I don't rock like that? Are you going to tell him I don't rock like that?
Bro, I got gay people. I got gay men in my family.
I'm talking about you.
No,
I got gay people in my family.
Yes, but what do you? But be a little bit more specific.
Brother, I'm just asking you to answer the question. If a GAY man approached you on that level, would you rock with it, or would you say I don't rock like that?
Of course, I don't rock like that.
Okay, brother. Now I need you to listen to me right now.
I'm listening.
At that moment, you crushed any opportunity for anything to take place between you two. And likewise, women have the exact same ability. If a man says, hey, I'm not married, or it doesn't have to say it. She knows she's not married to him. If I want to have sex with you, the moment that you say, I'm not going to be a baby mama, it's over with. So who is it up to? Who is it up to if I end up smoking that powdery substance? We are all responsible for how our lives turn out. Do you agree with that or you disagree?
I agree with that.
So how isn't a woman responsible if she becomes a single mother? Outside of a divorce. We give allotments for divorcees. A woman who's divorced, we say at least she tried to do it the right way. But all of these baby mamas, my guy, come on, me and you both know what it takes to make a baby. Now, how many examples can you see? Listen, how many of your aunties?
All these men, you know how men are, bro. We the man if we got a whole bunch of bodies. So
My sister didn't go for it. My sister didn't go for it. My sister didn't go for it.
All right, but bro, maybe did your sister have her mom and her dad in her life? Good role.
She had her mom in her life.
A lot of there you go. Look, she had her mom in her life. Her dad
most of these women have their mom in their life. Most of them don't have the mom and
dad.
The
problem is, women need their dad to give them that example.
Okay, but listen to me. Listen to me. Okay, let's say a woman who doesn't have her dad in her life. Let's say a woman who didn't have her dad or her mom in her life.
I'm not like all these other people that be on here. You're not about to.
I know you're gonna make me look bad, right?
Nonsense, bro.
Okay, so let me ask you this: a woman who didn't have her mom or dad in her life, who is responsible for how her life turns out?
Bro, obviously she is. But what I'm saying is, it would help if women.
He said it would help. It would help if Eve hadn't have taken that fruit. It would help if we hadn't have sinned against God. What you're talking about is something that cannot be applicable to reality. You're saying if the world was perfect. Well, it's not. Women.
No, I did not say if the world was perfect. I'm saying men need to be fucking men.
They're not going to. They're not going to.
And stop trying to see. You know what I mean?
They're not going to.
Like, you guys...
Do you believe that men are going to stop having sex with women?
Of course not, bro.
So who is it up to then for them to protect themselves from men who aren't going to stop having sex?
Bro, it's up to the women, right, to keep their legs closed. Yeah, but that's why I said it's 50-50. But you're forgetting, though, these men is on them, too, though. Because they shouldn't just be trying to fuck any woman. And
it doesn't affect us like it affects women.
Knowing that they're about to have a kid with this woman is possible, right? And then they just leave the women and leave their baby.
I'm a loser. I'm a loser. I can barely read. I sniff from time to time. What are you expecting out of me? I gang bang.
I'm expecting you to be a fucking man, bro.
You're expecting an addict to be a man?
Or my mama in life, but guess what? I broke the cycle. Because guess what? I looked around. I seen all my cousins, my friends. Most of us only had our moms in our lives. And guess what? I broke the cycle and I became better. Because guess what? I ain't want my kids to have to go through that. And I wanted to show my sons how to be a real man. Treat women and look, and I didn't get to have my daughter, sadly. But guess what? If I would have taught her all the right things, and I would have taught her how to walk that right path.
I think you have the right mindset. I think you have the right mindset. You as a man, hold on. I think you as a man have the right mindset, but you're thinking from the mindset of a man. You're not thinking from the mindset of a woman who needs to protect herself from the lies. From the deceit.
No, but you don't be preaching that. You don't be giving women advice to protect themselves from the lies and all that. This is what I'm
Brother, I have shows. Brother, I have 3-hour shows titled Deadbeat Dads and How to Identify Worthless Men. Are you serious?
Yeah, I would have to see it. I would love to hear what you
come on over to YouTube.
I would show that, but most of the time you are here putting women down and blaming women.
Okay, so do this for me, brother. I'm going to give you the mic. Respectfully, I want you to do this. Tell me a time when I have said something that is not true or that is inaccurate.
Bro, first of all, I don't know you, but a lot of the stuff you be saying definitely is inaccurate. You just
but listen, brother, I'm asking you to give me an example. Because you can't just say I stole some gum, but you can't prove it.
Bro, all right, so you want an example? Go on some of your posts and look up some of my comments. And you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking
about.
Brother,
can you please give me an example?
Right, I left a few comments explaining how what you were saying wasn't cool, bro. And
Okay,
it
so I'm
was
going to say some things, and I want you to poke out the ones that you think is bashing women. Men and women are not equal. Men are superior to women by every facet of the imagination.
That's all right there. That's all not cool. That's all not cool.
Okay, hold on. Now prove to me how women are superior to men.
Bro, we are equal.
So why can I overthrow a woman and she can't overthrow me?
Bro, obviously you're fucking stronger than a woman. It's not about strength.
I'm not
bro.
talking
It's
about stronger,
power.
bro. Listen, name me the woman who created Facebook. Name me the woman who created listen,
Bro,
who
none of that matters. That's all like materialistic.
it's
type
what
shit,
you
like,
live, it's what makes your life more comfortable. It's called
bro, it's about
evolution.
being a human being. It's about morals. It's about respect, honesty.
Okay, so
It's
tell me
about-
this, brother. Tell me this. I'm respectfully, I'm asking you this. How old are you?
I'm 30 years old.
You 30?
I'm 30 years old.
Okay, so listen, there's no disrespect. I'm just asking questions. You didn't have your father in your life, did you?
No, not really.
Okay, I'll tell you how I knew that. Because you're speaking from a place that is not akin to observable realities. It's called a fact.
Bro, that's
You're speaking
wrong,
in
bro.
emotions.
That's
Listen,
so
name me
wrong.
name me some ways that women are equal to men. Name them.
All right, so first of all, you can't make a kid without a woman.
A woman can't
That's
make a kid
50-50
without us.
equal.
A woman can't make kids
And
without
the same,
us.
and same the other way.
No, it's not the
It
same
goes
the other way.
too.
Right now,
So
I'm telling
how
you
you
what I
gonna
know.
make a kid
Hold on,
without
bro. Hey,
women?
brother,
That's
hold on.
equal.
We got to stay at one point at a
You
time.
sound dumb, bro. I'm not like
I
all these
understand that.
other people. You guys gonna be playing mind tricks on me or trying to make me feel dumb, bro. We are equal.
So
You
so
can't
let me
make a
ask
kid,
you
a
this. If
boy
we
or
are,
girl
brother,
without
you got to
a man
hold.
and a woman.
I'm going to have to
So
mute
that
you
means
then.
it's 50-50, isn't it? Isn't it?
So if we are
Is
equal,
that not right?
if we
So
are
can a man
equal,
and a man?
if we are equal, how do men have the seed of life swimming around in their bodies right now and women don't? Women don't have life inside of them right now. Men do. Did you know that? I'm going to wait on you. Your microphone is muted. You got to unmute your microphone.
Bro, yeah, we might have the seed in us, right? But they have the garden for it to grow. 50-50.
Okay. Now tell me another way that men and women are equal.
Bro, it's the yin. Bro, it's the yin and the yang.
It's not the yin and the
Look,
yang.
it's their reality.
How
right?
are
Look,
we?
everything has an opposite.
Okay, so let me
Men,
ask you this:
women,
what
light,
were
darkness, it's
women
all
created
equal.
for? What were women created for?
It's all equal.
Brother, see, you're emotional. You're not answering questions like an
I'm
adult.
not emotional. I'm just not gonna fall for all your buffoonery, bro.
So why are you even anticipating buffoonery? Why can't you just look at it like two men having a conversation?
Okay, we are, bro. We are. But it's like you're not getting what you want out of me, which is trying to make me feel dumb.
Well,
It's
when
like
you
you
go
already-
back and
I
watch
already
this,
answered
you'll
your
see
question,
that
right?
you didn't actually make any good points, to be honest.
I
But
actually did. You just said
that's fine.
said, "Oh, we had the seed within us, right? All right, we do, right? But we cannot grow without them." Right?
Okay, and they
I
can't
don't
grow.
understand you
Listen, but listen,
females
let
that
me
come on the
ask you
panel
this.
and then when
I want to ask you a simple question, brother.
All right. So
What were?
ask me
Hold
another
on, bro.
question. This is
Hold
what you do. You
on.
keep asking me questions, and I keep
What
answering
were
them.
women created for?
What were men created for?
You know that's very childish, don't you?
What were men? No, I want to ask you because you keep asking me questions. Let me ask
Men
you
were.
questions.
You're gonna ask me a
What were men
question on
created
top of
for?
my question.
What were men created for then?
Men
Tell
were
me what men
created to
created
serve
for.
God and delve into their purpose as servants of God
And
Almighty.
so wasn't women also supposed to do that? Wasn't that? No. See, there you go. You're a narcissist, bro, and you're a womanizer.
How long have you been married?
I've been married. We're going on 14 years now, bro.
I said, how long have you been married?
We're going on 14 years.
So what day did you get married?
It was April 2nd.
Of what year?
I have bad memory, bro. I can't. Really
You
think
don't
off
know
the top
your
of my head right
anniversary.
now.
You don't
I
know
do,
your
bro.
anniversary. Are you really
I do,
married,
bro.
brother? Are you really married, man?
No, bro. I really am, bro. I have bad memory. I'm bad with dates.
Okay, so I'm a womanizer, right? You've been married 14 years. I was married for 26 years.
So, bro, then how can you be on here saying all this type of stuff?
Listen,
bro?
do you
And
know?
so
Hey,
feel like
listen. Let me say something to you. Do you know who's down in those comments right now every night? My mother. And she agrees. Women shouldn't be having multiple children. My mom has multiple children by multiple men. And today, she preaches against that. It's called correction. I made some mistakes, but they're not the right ones to make.
Bro, I don't think she wanted to have those multiple children. It was an accident. Most likely, they were probably gassing her head up.
Listen, it was
Like
an
men do. They
accident,
were probably
or
gassing
listen,
her head up.
it was an accident, or was she irresponsible?
But what about the men? Wasn't there irresponsible?
Don't worry
dudes for
about the
doing that?
men. Don't worry about the
You
men.
see, this is what you always do. How can you not worry about that? You're
Who
putting it
is
all on your
responsible for the outcome of your life?
You're
You are
putting it all on
supposed to
your
be
mom right now,
protecting
bro.
your life against everything and everyone.
So it's okay for men to just do what they do.
It's
right?
okay
Keep
for
all on
men to be
women.
predators. Listen, the
Wow.
lion does not kick himself in the
Wow.
ass for catching the gazelle.
Wow, do you hear yourself?
And the gazelle should not get mad at the lion for catching it. Did you know that?
Bro, you're ridiculous.
Okay, so I want to say this to you because I rock with you. I don't even care. I'm a men's advocate, right? Men get the back. I want you to know this, man. You, listen to me. You need to be very careful because you could be getting cheated on right now. You're a very
Trust me, I'm not, bro. I know me and my woman have a great relationship. That's the thing. That's the thing. It's all about your relationship. It's all about
So do
knowing
you
the woman
think
that
that
you're
women
with.
who are cheating go to their man and say, I know we have a good relationship, but I just want to be honest with you about something I'm doing?
No, bro. That's the thing, though, bro. You see, yeah, you ever had your mind.
I know we have a
choices,
great
bro. I don't know
relationship.
who made you like this, but it's all on your relation. Like
I was
I
married
don't
for
have to worry
longer
about
than
all
you.
that
So what do
stuff.
you mean who made me like
I
this?
chose her for a reason because I knew she was gonna be a great mother. She was a great woman, and guess what? I know I'm not getting cheated on. I don't got to worry about none of that stuff, bro.
Brother, women are unattracted to mentalities like yours.
Oh my God, no.
Listen, let me ask you this. Do you, on a scale of 1 to 10, if your woman, no, let's just do it like this. You pretty much cater to the things that your woman wants, don't you? You don't really ever tell her no to things, do you?
Yeah, I do. If it's not right, or you know what I mean, of
Would-
course I do.
Would
But
would
for
you
the
check
most
her
part, I
about
try and
would
cater
would
to
you
her 'cause I
would
try
you
and give
check
her
your
what
woman
she
about the
deserves.
people? Would you check your woman about the people she hangs with?
Of course, bro. You are who you put yourself around.
Would you check your woman about how she's dressed?
Yes.
So how can you have the mentality that you have?
I don't know what you mean, bro.
Your woman, listen. How do you have the right to
That's the
check?
thing,
Hold
bro. I
on, no,
don't
no,
even
hold on,
have
hold on,
to
hold
like that. You
on.
wanna know why?
How
My
do you
woman
have the right
respects
to check?
herself. I don't
How
gotta
do
worry
you have
about
the
those
right?
type of things,
How
bro.
do you have the right to check your woman? Tell me, where
I
does
don't-
your
I don't
right
got-
come
First
from?
of all, I don't check my woman. What I was saying, I was answering your question. Let's say if she was to wear some like outrageous shit, yeah, I would.
And where do
like,
you get the
I know
right
what you're
from?
wearing. That,
And
like,
where
that's
do
crazy,
you
but I
get the
don't have
right
to do
from?
that.
I asked you
I
where
don't
you
have
get the
to do
right
that.
from. What gives you
You
the
see,
right
bro,
to check her about her
I'm not
stuff?
gonna do this with you, bro. You just playing games. You keep
Brother,
on
when you
going
go
and
back
going
and
about
watch
none of
this,
this.
you're
Then
going
you're
to see it
asking
in a
me
different way
none of
than what
it.
you think you're seeing it.
Bro,
Trust
none
me.
of this.
Listen, what gives you the right to check your woman about how she's dressed? What gives you the right? Who the hell are
I
you?
just told you I don't have to do that. What
You
I
said you
was,
would if you
what I
needed
said
to.
was
And
that
I'm
I
saying,
would,
where do
right?
you get the
Let's
right
say we
from?
were going out somewhere or something. She was wearing something outrageous. Yeah, I would, cause that's my wife.
And
Guess
I
what? I don't have
asked
to
you,
do
where
that.
do you get the right from? Who gives you the
I'm her
damn right
husband,
to
bro.
check her?
I'm her husband, and guess what? We reflect on we are a reflection of each other.
Okay. What is your faith? Are you Muslim?
No, I am not. I'm not none of that, bro. I'm a spiritual person. I don't believe in none of these religions that are dividing us. None of that, bro.
So what do you believe in? Who guides you?
I
Who?
believe in the source, bro. The true essence of God, of consciousness.
Oh, no wonder we're having this. So you don't have anybody you give thanks to anytime things go your way? It's just up in the air? Whew. 33
I
is a
believe in
mother.
the source, bro.
Okay,
You know,
what do
which
you
is
call?
within
Okay,
all of us. We're
do,
all
do you have any
image of God.
kids? Do you have any kids?
Yes, I have 2 kids, bro.
Okay, so when you get them Christmas, do you want them giving the neighbor thanks for it, or do you want them to give you be appreciative of you for you getting those Christmas gifts?
Yeah,
It's the
already
same.
know the truth,
It's the
bro. I'm
same.
not lying to my
Okay, so it's
kids.
the same with
See, bro,
God.
guess what? You know
It's the
Santa
same with
when
God.
he
Who do
lit us
you
up, he
think?
spelled
Who do
Satan,
you
bro.
thank? Who do you give praise to? Who do you thank
For what?
for the great things? Somebody's responsible for you even being alive.
Yeah, that's my mom and my dad. and then
Your
when
mom
you
and
wanna go
dad can't
beyond
even
that,
keep
if
themselves
you
from
wanna
going
go
to.
beyond
So
that,
you believe your mom and
if you
dad
wanna
is
go
God?
beyond that, listen, if you want to go beyond that, it's the source of the essence of God is the source. And guess what? It is my mom and my dad. They had me. It wasn't a man in the
Who
sky
had
like they make you
them?
believe
Who
drawing
created
you.
them?
Their mom and their dad.
And who?
And their mom and their dad. Exactly. You sound dumb, bro.
You think I sound dumb?
Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna put some pressure on you then to show you who you are.
Bro, see, that's the
That's
thing,
fine.
you
That's
still
fine.
Stuck in religion.
That's fine. Let's get away from religion. Let's get away from
No,
religion.
none of that. Exactly, bro. Get away from it because you sound dumb.
Bro, you got to be disrespectful. You got to be,
That's what
hey,
my
listen, you
mom
got to
and
be
my
respectful up here. I don't know who's taught you what, but you got to be respectful up
We
here.
are all God, bro. We are all incremental God, bro. We are all part of the source. And
Like you said, let's get away from religion. Let's get away from religion.
Yeah, because you know you're wrong already. You sound dumb. Like, I'm not going to do this with you, bro. I was just trying to get up here to tell you that you got a great following and you could be doing
Can you
more.
name something that I've said that's a lie? This gets most of them all of the time, 100% of the time.
You could be doing much more with your
I
mission,
asked
bro.
you, could you
That's all I'm
name
saying.
something that I've said that's not
And
true?
if your mom is really, y'all in the comments that you're saying are really watching this, I'm pretty sure that you're probably lying about that. I don't think she agrees with any of what you're saying, bro. But you have a nice night, Brody. Do better.
You're right, Brody.
Do better, all right? Have a nice night.
I appreciate you for checking me, man. I'm going to change. This guy really doesn't believe he's getting cheated on. What was I just telling you guys about? You guys better be careful. These are the guys who get cheated on. You don't believe me? Watch this. I'm going to turn the comments on for a second. I want to ask all of the ladies down in the comments. What? I want to ask everybody in the comments, all of the ladies, be honest. Are you attracted to assertive men who will put their foot down and let you know what's going to happen? Or are you attracted to men who give you your way all the time? I want to know. Give me a thumbs up if you're attracted to men who put their foot down and let you know what's going on in this program. And give me a thumbs down if you're attracted to men who will go with your flow. I want to see. Look, Smooth Butter said he getting cheated on. Listen, let me go over here to my super chats. My over here setting it off up. Shout out to my bro AJ. AJ said we are the only group of people who celebrates a rapper getting out of jail. It's news for us. We're messed up. We're messed up. M Tut definitely in this situation supporting the show with the nickel. Shout out to AJ over here. AJ said he sounds like he wears a scarf on his head. Listen, I'm telling you people, if you people are not aware, if you people believe that saying men and women are not equal is wrong, and you move like that in your ideologies in your house, there's a high likelihood that your wife is cheating. There is a you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Where's it at? I want you to hear it from a woman's mouth. Come on, come on. Come on. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Come on, come on. I want you to hear it from a woman's mouth. What's up with this internet, man? My internet should be pop. Ah. Listen, what's her name? She pretty popping right now. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. She said it off top. I don't like that type of guy. I don't like the nice guy who's always trying to cater to my needs and things like that. This guy right here is getting cheated on. Listen, his name was Noel. Noel, I promise you right now, I mean no disrespect. I dare you go get a blood test. I dare you. Listen, not only do we know the men who get cheated on by women, women know the caliber of men that they will cheat on. If you're running around talking about men and women are equal, bro, not only is she cheating, she's doing probably to him everything she's done to you. Trust me, brother. AJ said he sounds like he's owed child support. Look, he sounds like a man used his car while he worked all day. Shout out to my brother AJ with the 5-ball. And I agree. My brother AJ said he communicates like an upset woman. That's what I heard. It really sounds like the other women who come up here. Like, listen, any man who believes men and women are equal, you shouldn't be dating. You should not be dating. I want him back up here. You get your ASS back up here. No. You get your ASS back up here. AJ said, the source, bro. It's the source. Come on up here, Noel. Don't be running down there. I want to see if men and women really are equal. Look, they said he was totally emotional. Hey, look, Miss White Shell said, we know who runs that house. You got to say stuff like that and adopt ideologies like that in order to be viewed as attractive by your woman. Men and women are equal. Listen, women don't even... Watch this. Watch this. No, watch this. Ladies, give me a thumbs up if you are turned on by a man who thinks men and women are equal. Give me a thumbs down if you're not. How the hell are you going to lead someone you're equal to? Ladies, give me a thumbs up if you are turned on by a man who believes men and women are equal. Give me a thumbs down if you're not. I want to know. A woman can't even get turned on by a man who believes that because you can't be a leader. A man is supposed to be a leader, and we know a leader is not equal to all of the other soldiers. He's not. Look, I knew it. Women do not want that crap. A man who believes that men and women are equal, you can't be what she's programmed to be attracted to. A leader. How the hell are you equal and she's looking for you to be able to do things that she can't do? How the hell are you equal and you were assigned to preserve her life and protect her? Crazy. How can to the person I'm supposed to protect? I am your protector. Without me, you don't really survive. Men can survive on this planet without women. Women can't survive on this planet without men. There's too much involved in it. But let's go.
I'm speaking to you, you just talk. Like, I get
can't
it.
call
I
people
get it.
that
I
name.
get it. I get it. You are triggered by the prompt, but have some self-control, okay? I get it. You females get triggered by the truth, but you got to have some self-control.
We're women, not females or whatever you're trying
You
to say. We're
definitely are
women.
females. So
No females
Rezi,
out there.
you
No
can
female
re-request
at
is
all.
because you didn't
not
use
being
TikTok friendly
respectful.
language. You gotta say unalive.
I
Okay?
was not interrupting you. I was
So,
actually
Rezi.
speaking and you interrupted.
Hey, I want you guys to know this. I've had people get in my DMs and offer to pay me money to take certain interviews down of them. It usually only takes like a day later for you to go back and watch the footage for you to say, I wasn't making really good points. Be careful when you guys come up here.
Yeah, because I'm the host, I can't interrupt you. So I wanted to tell you, you said that women don't want to be equal to men. So that goes
Don't come
against
up here,
radical feminists. Radical feminists actually want to be equal to men. So you can't
That's
say
not true.
that's actually
Your facts
very
are
true.
wrong.
No, it's not. It's not.
No,
wrong.
it's not.
She doesn't even know that radical feminists want to be equal to men. And this is what we're talking about with the young brother who is down here. Sometimes you guys just disagree because of how information makes you feel, but you really can't, you can't bring any type of tangible proof to the table to substantiate your argument. That's what's crazy to us. When you say things, you're supposed to be able to substantiate your points with some type of proof or verification.
Where are your facts? Pull out your facts, like with proper citations.
Have you not
bring
actually,
out your citations? Bring out your
Rezi,
information
Rezi,
with proper
Rezi,
citations. Then
do you not know there's different types of feminists?
No, she's lying.
Do you not know there's different types of feminists that exist?
I'm a feminist.
they
I'm
all-
not stupid.
and
I
they
know that there
all-
are
okay
different types
then.
of feminists.
So then there
but
are
you're
then
not
there are feminists out there, like radical feminists.
you're not stating
who
facts.
want
You're
to
actually
be
just
equal.
using biased statements.
She said she's not stating facts, but she's stating facts.
I'm
and
not
it's
using
wrong.
biased statements. This is what a radical
You are
radical
using
feminist
biased
is.
statements. That is not smart at all. That sounds stupid.
Do you know what a radical feminist is, Rezi? Shall we do a little research?
I am a radical feminist. Of course, I know what radical
Okay,
feminism
then.
is.
So what
but
does
you're
radical...
stating facts that are
Okay,
wrong.
so let's say
You are wrong.
Let's look up.
You are not using facts. You're not using.
And this is when they start talking over you to prevent you from driving the nail in the coffin. They know typically when somebody's about to say something that's out of their league. So they start talking loud and things like that.
Hold on.
You are
hold
not
on,
using
hold on,
peer
hold on,
studies.
Hold on.
You're wrong. Nobody should be.
A radical feminism is a perspective in
No one should-
feminist theory identifies patriarchal male-dominated societal structures as the root cause of
She's reading
women.
Grok, guys.
Hold on. You see, she
They don't even want her reading the dictionary definitions. I want to disagree, but you're about to prove me wrong, so I have to attack the thing that you're using to prove me wrong.
don't want to hear the truth. Ruth. Okay? Radical feminists want to be equal to men. You chose to be a radical feminist. but
Radical
you don't-
feminists do
but
not
you
want to
don't-
be equal.
You don't even know what they stand for.
Stop. You don't
even know.
Listen, this is what we're saying. A lot of you guys are arguing based on the premise of what something is making you feel like. But when you get up there and you square off face to face with that information, listen, I'm going to give you guys a cheat code. A cheat code. Did you know that you can defeat somebody simply by saying, well, brother or sister, I hadn't really thought about it like that, but you make a really good point. I can't really argue against it. Did you know that that one act of humility can save your face as well as assist you in not being proven wrong and being made to look stupid? Listen to me when I say this. Well, brother or sister, I hadn't really looked at it like that. I don't have a rebuttal for you, but what you're saying makes sense. Do you know how preferable that is than to say, she's wrong, she's wrong, she's wrong, she's wrong. Look at her, she's in the dictionary. Do you not know that everybody knows why you're doing that? You're doing it to drown her information out so that you don't get proved wrong in front of everybody. You don't think we know that? Let's go.
What they stand
You're
for.
a lady. You don't sound smart.
You call yourself a
You're not
radical
even
feminist,
you
but
study
you don't
here. You're
even
just
know what
Come
it
on
means.
up here, Noel.
Nobody wants to be equal.
You don't even know what it means. You don't even.
I'll pause this show and square off with you one-on-one. I want to see where your mind is at. Get your ASS up here, Noel. He said, nothing but a joker is what you are. Well, come on up here and let everybody know, Noel.
Know exactly what radical feminism means. Stop reading off what they call it AI and tell me what radical feminism
Feminism
feminist.
I just
Girl,
explained
I know
it to you. A radical feminist
You keep cutting people off.
translates radical protest for racial equality. Okay?
No, we
Gender
just
Is racial equality equal to men?
I said
Like, what is she
racial
Do you hear yourself?
equality
I think this is,
and gender
think you're-
equality. Okay?
I think you're just doing this to get traction. I don't think you're doing this because
she
you
doesn't even
actually
know what
believe
she's
what you're
talking
saying.
about. She don't
I
know
think
what
you're
she's
just
talking
using this
about.
to rage
I'm not rage baiting. A radical feminist.
because this sounds
They're saying she's rage baiting, but they can't prove what she's saying wrong.
wants to be equal to
you sound
men.
freaking
And that's how I know you're triggered. Because you don't like the truth. I'm reading out the definition of radical feminist and you don't like it. You actually
This woman says she's a radical feminist, but doesn't know what the definition of a radical feminist is.
you
tell
actually
me
don't
what's
like the fact. You actually don't like the fact that I'm
Someone who actually
reading out the definition.
You're not
and when
reading.
I'm reading it out,
Noel, if you see right through me, I've sent you 5 requests to come up here. You're not going to come up, so I'll do this. Noel, I have a question for you. No, you're going to bring your ASS up here. Get your ASS up here. Just scaredy ASS. They said, oh boy, was a pure simp. You know he's getting played. You know he's getting played. Get up here, Noel. Listen, Noel, I have a question for you. If all men disappeared right now, could women survive? I'm going to be looking for your response. If all men disappeared right now, could women survive?
you
The fact that you
interrupt
have-
me. Of course I'm
But
going to
what
read it
is
out.
racial equality?
My point is a
What is racial equality?
radical
People, we do not have one Cash App as of tonight, people. Listen, let's get this thing together. We're going to have to go on what they call it, a prelude or something. My people to support the show. Let's get it going. I already suffered the humiliation of getting my information debunked and, put in my place. Let's go. We have not met our nightly threshold, people. Let me see something. I'm going to be honest. For those of you who have never supported the show, I don't really understand it. We create an environment and a place for you to go every night and benefit, right? After you get off work or whatever it is you do. You know you have a setup to look forward to. I can't understand the concept of being a part of a show for 3 years and not having supported it. I don't know. Your support to the show allows you to continue to have an environment to rock in, right? It's not cool for you guys to sit back and watch the regulars support the show all of the time. There's nothing cool about that. Come holler at me, Music Man. He says, we are equal in value, but not in roles and function. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Shout out to JT in this situation for hitting us off with the Cash App. Get us one more person to tap us up with the Cash App and we'll get back to the show. Oh, that's a woman. She doesn't.
You come at the king, you best not miss.
Brianna Johnson, I'm dropping a link in the chat. Come on up. Brianna Johnson, come up here and substantiate your point. Let's go. Listen, Brianna Johnson said, that young man knows exactly what he's speaking about. He's not dumb. You know when they do that, anything that benefits women, they support it like wholeheartedly. Anything that gets them their way or adds another luxury or pleasure to their arsenal, they'll stand by it. but they don't even realize that we're not supposed to be having access to every pleasure and every delicacy that catches our eye. A lot of time that stuff opens the door for pollutants to come in our life. We're not supposed to have access to every freedom that we can get. We're not supposed to. Men are not supposed to have access to everything that they desire. Nobody is. But whenever someone speaks out in a way that is associated with giving women more of what they want, women will. Listen, I bring this woman up here right now. She won't even be able to tell you anything he said. She won't even be able to tell you anything he said. Miss Brianna, I've dropped a link down there once. Here's another one. There's a link down there. Just click the link. Let's go, Miss Brianna, if you believe what you say. You know, we've been doing this show for something years. And every time I ask someone who says we're bashing women, every time I ask them to name something that I've said that they can prove wrong or that is a lie, we get the same thing. We get the same thing. So if it's the truth, how is it bashing? Hey, yeah, you're right. We do need to add that sound effect to the arsenal. But let's go.
Feminist wants to be equal.
You're just making all these men milk you right now.
And Rezi, you're triggered. You are triggered.
These dumb men to milk you. I'm not triggered. You're triggered by me. You keep muting me.
Because you're not letting me finish.
You keep muting me. But I was speaking.
Yeah, and I can interrupt you.
Show us the proof.
I'm not gonna do my research
you're not saying
for
anything.
you.
You're not saying. You're not letting any people say
Because
anything factual.
I have a study right here.
You,
like, you're saying
you're not
bullshit.
saying anything factual, girl.
Yeah, she's saying bullshit.
She's saying bullshit.
Really? So
Thank
you're telling
you.
me? So you're telling me radical feminists don't want to be equal to men, right?
No.
Yes, they do.
Factually, it's not true.
Yes, they do. Radical feminists want to be equal to men.
No, they don't.
That's exactly what it is.
Don't you even have
There's
a
difference. I know you females. I get it. You was duped
Stop
into
saying
a
females.
lie.
You're
You
not-
are females.
Stop saying-
because
stop
you were
saying-
stupid enough to be a radical feminist and you don't even know what that is. You
Don't-
actually
you sound
a
dumb
radical
using females.
feminist
Did
wants
you-
to be equal to a man.
Did you
Radical
go
feminist
I just remember, little man said, my wife would never cheat. I got a good woman. Oh, that was so sweet. That was precious. I got a good woman. Well, it's in her best interest to tell you that, right? I don't think women go blow their work husband and come back in home and say, babe, by the way, I cheated. I feel really bad for this young guy. Jeez. He said, I got one of the good ones. All right.
wants to be equal in society, dummy.
Did you
How
go
did
to
you
school?
not
Wait,
know
you just
that?
said we want to
So
be
you
equal. Did you
choose
go
to
to-
be a radical feminist and you don't even
Did
know what
you
it
go to
means.
school?
Remnant,
She
let me tell you
chose to
something,
be
young
a
girl.
radical feminist
Remnant.
and she doesn't even know what it means.
You did not go to
She
school.
chose to
Remnant,
be
let me
a
tell you
radical
something.
feminist and she doesn't
I'm a
even
graduate.
know what
You
it
didn't
means.
go to
You're
school,
a graduate and you
girl.
still don't even know how to read. You're a
You
graduate
sound
and you
dumb.
still don't even
Something.
know what a radical feminist
A normal
is.
human being with
You-
no female.
Even if you're a feminist
Females
or
is not the right thing to say when you're.
I'm saying
or
females. I'm not
anything,
saying
When you're
females.
referring to
I'm saying
humans.
he deal
females.
with you. He would do
You
I
don't
don't
want to
wanna
let
hear all
anybody
this.
talk because you know.
Right, like,
Is dumb. That's lock off the live.
I want to tell you something. Calm down. Just a
No one
minute.
was talking to you, Nana. Please.
Now, I'm
okay. You are the dumb one for coming on a live that you think is dumb. That is what stupid people do.
Ability to comprehend. Women lack the ability. You can't say you
Fucking lie. That's a
not a
lie.
lie.
Don't
According
choosing not
Rose
to.
Rose Pink, not according to Pew Research. So if you actually take a look at the stats, the only women that choose not to want to have children and get married
Let me
is
go
when they
take a
reach
look at it.
40. When they reach 40,
that is fucking lie. That's a
not
lie.
a lie.
Don't lie.
Take a look at Pew Research. Okay, there's two different ages. Okay, between the ages of 18 and 39, they actually are actively looking for relationships, but they're struggling to get into a relationship because the man that they want don't want them. But after 40, that's when it increases, when they choose to be single and they say, I don't want a man, I don't care about marriage, is when they are 40 and up. But when they're in their prime
Can I
years,
say something?
they are looking for a husband.
believe that.
So you have to do your own research. Go look at Pew Research. Go,
Yeah, I have done a bit of
go look
research.
at Pew Research
the women
and
in
find
South
out.
Korea who are protesting.
Pardon?
What would you say? What would you say about them too? Because
Who?
there are women in South Korea who
I'm not talking about
don't
women
wanna
in
give
South
birth.
Korea. I'm talking about women in Western society. I'm not talking about women in South Korea.
There are women. Your prompt says women, not Western women, or
Okay, well,
it
I'm
says
telling
women.
you it's
So
about Western women. I'm not talking about.
you're generalizing them.
I'm talking about Western society.
Put
If
that
you
in
don't
your-
like that,
This is where we go back to what we were speaking on at the beginning of the show. How can there be a mass number of women who don't get it? They're loud. They like to talk over you to prevent them from getting it. They're all doing the same thing. They all carry the same signature. They all move the same way. They all dress the same way. They all walk the same way. They all talk the same way. They all share the same lingo. There's a large group of women out there that they have something in common. They have the same programming. They can't comprehend very elementary things like a small number of women can when their minds are coinciding with men's thoughts. Men are logical. We're not often going to go off on a delusional tangent, right? But there's a small number of women who we can conversate with without there being any type of crazy, disingenuous delusion going on. We could literally talk to them like they're human beings, but there's a larger ball of women who listen to this.
and you can jump off my live
that in your
and talk
prompt then.
about every other country. I'm talking about
You're
Western society. Okay?
Put that in your prompt.
I'm not going to do that. If you can't be able to
Then
catch
we
up,
can talk about women.
if you can't be able to catch up, Nana, then maybe this live is not for you. Maybe you're too slow to comprehend that I'm only talking about Western women. Okay?
Then put that in your prompt.
I'm not going to do that. You either catch up or be slow somewhere else.
No, you're lying. Rage baiter.
excuse me, I think common sense is universal.
Okay, so please, I'm going to introduce the next panelist. Thank you, TJ. Okay, yeah, sorry for dropping you, Guru. I will be allowing men to come on. Go ahead, Guru. You can address the prompt.
Thank you. Yeah, I kind of feel certain way for this generation. You can see it, yeah. A lot of them, if you even want to say for the black communities, they want to go far back and say the men of those times, but we didn't have those problems. In fact, in every regime you could look at where we were distributed, colonized, that was one thing that we had that was the problem for them. To say, well, we can go back, or whoever, where they broke down the men first and then they gave them more options. So now it's just where they have women have more options now again. So it's like, you can't stop them at this point. So it's a level where you feel entitled to say where the standards are higher. It's, it's a whole.
Woman wouldn't compete with a man. No way will I ever compete with a man. I give man the respect and everything, right? But I cannot say that, it have women who comes into relationship, destroy relationship, it's in different ways. It have women who want to be men, yes, but it have women who don't want to be like a man. They want a feminine and they want to keep it, right?
Yeah, but there's not a lot of them. There's more.
Say, hey, well, I know you're having a child and I don't want my child going by no babysitter or anything like that. And
you to be feminine and submissive.
Being biased. I don't think you're in a
She's
relationship where
a biased person. She's a biased person. You should know by now.
How are you saying men want women to be men? Listen, hold on. Men don't want women to change. They just want a woman who is feminine and submissive. That's what men have wanted from the beginning of time.
Yes, you don't even understand what
That's
you're
what
saying.
men
want
have
today.
wanted from the beginning
Maybe
of
50
time.
years ago.
No, that's what they want
Maybe
today.
50 years ago, but
That's
not
what they
today.
want
That's not what
today.
men want.
Yes, they do. They
Men
want
want a
that today.
Darling, it's have women working and they
She's having to convince these barbarians that men want feminine women. She's literally having to convince them as this. This is why I'm telling you, there's a large body of women who share the same thought process. They affect us the same way when we talk to them. They have some, I don't know if they all got the same tattoo or what, but they are of the same cloth.
King Solomon.
Men are
good profession to stay home.
Yeah, no, you're just lying at this point.
And some women tell your husband, hey, I didn't come for this. We also have a child, we can put it on this.
You're
and
a
I can
biased
continue
person.
working. Some men does not want their wife to work when they have children.
Yeah, and
Because
there's
they say the
nothing.
children
So
will
then
be
why did the wife choose a man like that? Why did you be the feminine man who wants you to work?
I like that.
It's just
Majority
that
of men
simple.
want
Did you guys hear what she just said? She said, so why did the woman choose a man like that? This thing boils down to your own personal life decisions. If not, then we're not held accountable for how our lives turn out. I don't understand it. Listen, people, you know what it is. We got to get up out of here. I got plenty of content to edit for you guys. Go back and check out that content that we've been dropping. I've been chopping up all of the shows, all of the favorite shows that you guys have been wanting to see the short clips from. They're coming down the pipeline. They're coming down the pipeline. And we are out of here, people. Support and love to all of my people who support the show on the regular. Biggs definitely in this building. I saw you tonight, brother. I saw you tonight. And we are out of here, people. You know what it is. Enjoy your weekend.
Dead man walking. What we've got here is failure to communicate.